let's talk sawhorse. This is Charters Towers' version of the sawhorse. As you can see, a little wobbly. The sawhorse has been another hard one for me because I find it wobbly. I have a few hard and fast rules with the sawhorse. Again, we can shoot it in many configurations. Okay, basically, all I personally do is put my bag just simply over it like that. Now, another tip for you guys with your bag that I keep forgetting in these videos, I've taken sand out of this bag, I've put it in this bag, I've taken it out, put it in, I have driven myself absolutely bonkers with it. I think when I got it, it's too full. I think when you get them, they're too full for a reason. I heard this on YouTube the other day and I wanted to share it with you people because I thought it was a great explanation. Fill your bag up so to the point where you can just nearly touch your thumb and your pointer finger in the middle there with tips down. I thought that was a great explanation. I can just feel some grains of sand in there when I do that. I think for me, that's probably the best fill or the best size I've ever had that bag. Okay, I digress. With the sawhorse, I simply go tips down and hang my bag over it. Simple as that. Then it's just a matter of putting my gun on it, push up to your barricade stop. Now, the sawhorse is one of these ones where I have my right knee up because it's higher, okay? It's higher than the chair. It's normally higher than most of the tyres, and I find it more stable, okay? So if you could see, how do I do this? It's so hard to film on your own. If you could see, my bum is resting on my left heel, okay? That's the position I get into. The left cheek of my bum is on my left heel. My right knee is up. They say be careful of bone on bone, all right? I always make sure that I shoot my elbow past my knee, grab my gun with my left hand. Again, it's grab gun and bag for me. Now, I can feel this sawhorse wants to wobble that way. So what I'm doing is as I grab my gun and my bag, I'm going to pull that whole sawhorse into me, all right, and negate that movement. So when I'm comfy, I find my target, run my bolt, break the shot. Yeah, the sawhorse can be challenging. The only other places we'll be asked to shoot it will be off a tip, which I prefer because now you've got the support of that leg. But for me, it's the same thing. Get my gun on there, push it. Left heel, left cheek. I'm a little bit out of position here for the camera. Just excuse that. Normally I would be 90 to my gun. Again, remember your elbow. Try not to go bone on bone. I just poke it past my knee. Find my target, run my bolt, exhale, break the shot. Safe as houses. Okay, bottom of the sawhorse. Now this, as competitors, this is how we have to get more and more cunning. I don't know if you can see that. Let me adjust this here for you guys. I've got my gun sitting beside the sawhorse. You can see that with my bipod on, in the normal position that my legs are, that gun at the front is nearly in line with the bottom of the sawhorse. When NRL 22 first started, I downloaded the Barricade pack and found out the Harbour Freight sawhorse and built this one to the dimensions of the Harbour Freight one. So don't worry, it's all in spec. It just looks a bit bush, a bit rough. So I was saying, as competitors, we've got to get coming. We've got to game these. We've got to game these stages as much as we can. Now, I'll do a couple of things. If I need my schmedium elsewhere, like say on a barrel or the ladder, or let's just say I've got to shoot the sawhorse and then go somewhere else, then I won't use this. At the buzzer, I'll put this on the other prop, have it sitting there ready to go. And in this instance, if I need to go modified prone, what I'll do is I'll use my trusty Sandfield tab bag, and I'll just simply slide my gun onto the bottom of the sawhorse, go prone, modified prone, and use my tab bag as support. Now, it's a little bit gawky, but I find it solid as. If I didn't need to use that tab bag, I wouldn't. I'd simply use my schmedium as a rear. Again, I just put my gun straight on the prop, use my schmedium as rear support, modified prone, and run it that way. Again, that would be only if I needed that schmedium. Say I had to take so many shots from there and then transition to the top of the sawhorse, that schmedium would stay with me. And then I would get into my position as we discussed before. Same position. It's always the same way, every way. That's part of my process. Okay. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed it.